Hey, what's going on, maniacs? You know who it is, the one and only, the Madman here. You're probably asking me, Madman, why, oh why is your hair so messy? What the hell are you doing with your life? Well, that's a good question, because I'm going to answer it. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments and messages over the last couple months asking me, Madman, how do you do this comb over, flip, pomp, swirl thing that you do in some of your locks reviews, your locks hair product reviews? And I'm like, well, I guess I could do a tutorial on it and kind of show you. I mean, you guys have seen it in some of those reviews, kind of the method. But since I've had requests to do it, I figured, well, hell, why not show it and explain why I do it and kind of how I stumbled upon doing it. Now, the funny thing is, with this hairstyle, I fell into it kind of by accident, kind of like out of necessity. You guys know the Madman's kind of a busy guy. You know, I've got my students to teach. You know, I've got shopping and bills and my day-to-day stuff and work and doing the tree and roof work when I get it in. Plus I have, editing time, and I'm creating designs for t-shirts and posters and different artworks that I'm doing. And then, of course, I got messages. You got a lot of you guys messaging me on a day-to-day basis, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. So I don't always have the time to do the hair up hardcore, to spend extra time making sure it's up real tall or looking like a certain way. And then you know me, I like to mix it up a lot. Sometimes I shave the beard, go with the sideburns, so I just go with the chops. Sometimes I just grow the beard, shave everything else off. Sometimes I grow the hair longer, do the ducktail or the elephant's trunk, and yada 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 yada, and I'm fucking ranting. I know, I'm the Madman, it's what I do. So anyway, I stumbled into it kind of just out of necessity. It was just something that was easy and fast to do, and it looks really good. It's clean, it's retro, and it's easy to do. Now, something to remember. The original era greasers didn't do these big old fucking pompadours and these big elephant's trunks with the fucking hairs hanging down by your nose. They didn't do these really extreme hairstyles, okay? That's more of a modern thing. So, a lot of you guys are in professions where it doesn't allow you to do these big crazy looking hairdos and looking like Brian Setzer off the Stray Cats in the 80s, So this is a good way to get a really clean, nice looking hairstyle that's quick and easy to maintain. Now, before I go any farther, I want to make mention that my hair is very thick and it's very wavy. First thing you gotta know is your own hair type and how it works with different products and different cuts. Also, to make note, right now, well, it's starting to grow in a little bit, as you can see. I ran a high fade with an undercut, and I did thinning on my hair. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can check that out. Some of my other previous videos where I've actually done like greaser grooming and done like a full haircut and the whole bit, and you can kind of see the method behind it. But my main focus for this is for those out there that if you don't know what your hair type is, or even the ones that do know what your hair type is, okay, I'm not going to be able to personally help you. If you tell me, Madman, my hair is this, what do I use and how do I do it? The first thing I will tell you is, A, I don't know you. I don't know your hair type. Okay, I don't know how it swirls. I don't know, how it, how your hairline is. I don't know that stuff. What you need to do is go to a master licensed barber. A master barber will know your hair type, be able to figure out what cut is going to work best for you. As you guys know, I've stated it multiple times, I run usually a high fade and an undercut, and when I let the sides and the back grow, I just run an undercut on top, and I thin the sides and back so I can do my ducktails and the slick backs and the whole thing. So make sure, go to a good licensed master barber who can actually do these hairstyles for you. Because I've also stated before many, many times, don't worry about the product. Put the products aside for a second. Put the pomade down. Put the fucking wild root down. Put the Brill cream down. Put the grease down. Put it down. First and foremost, haircut over product. Product aids in shaping and making your hair stay and hold the way you want it. Okay? First and foremost. you need to get the right haircut that's going to work for your hair type. I get messages all the time, Madman, what should I do with my hair? You know, I try to do the hairstyles like you, but my hair's kind of long and it's not coming out right because your hair's not cut like me. Remember, you are not me. Your hair is not me. I'm not you. Our hair doesn't go the same way. Now, maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you have hair that is very similar to mine that's, you know, wavy and it's thick. Some of you don't. So, again, you need to go to a professional barber who can take a look at your hair and figure out what to do with it. Then, once you get the right haircut, where your hair is going to style the right way and the way you want it to, then you add your wild root or your Brill cream, you know, your pomade and your grease and all, you know, the this, that, and the other, and like a lot of you cats that collect hundreds of tins of different things. That's when you apply it. You dig? Okay, so enough talking. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using two types of greases or pomades. One's not really a pomade, but it can be used as one. First off, I'm going to start with the Locks Battle Wax. Okay, I'm going with the Battle Wax because it's not a very super heavy-duty thick pomade such as like a Murray Superior. Okay, and this stuff washes out pretty easily and it has a nice clean look to it. I'm going to use that as a base. I will then follow it up with petroleum jelly, also Vaseline, same shit. Remember when I did my tutorial on Vaseline? If you don't have any products, you need something in a pinch, go with Vaseline. Well, guess what I'm using the Vaseline for? I'm using the Vaseline because it's extra sticky and it's also very shiny. It gives a very nice shiny greasy look. So the Battle Wax is going to be the base. The petroleum jelly is going to be to kind of clean it up and shine it up and make it stick. So let's do this. Okay, got my new can of Battle Wax. I'm going to take a good pinch. A good pinch of this stuff. And remember, like I said, really warm this up in your hands. And it smells so good. It always does. I think out of all of the pomades I've tried by Locks, I really dig the Battle Wax. I love the smell of it. It's got that nice vanilla smell to it. Very buttery. I don't mind the Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt seems to be a little bit thicker in my opinion, but it's got a very like menthol type smell to it, and I just prefer the vanilla smell of the Battle Wax. I think it just goes better with my hair. But I still use my Wild Hunt. But anyway, we're going to apply the pomade. Let's take a little bit more. And then I will actually instruct you and show you how simple and easy this hairstyle is to do and how it turns out. I'm going to do it step by step. Alright. I'm going to take my pick and I'm just going to comb it over like so. See, this is kind of a comb over. There's really no part in it because, well, you know, I've got a high fade on it, which needs a new cleaning up, I'd say, because it's starting to grow back in a little bit. What I like to do is like to pull it down like so, just like this. Now from here, I like to take the front and I like to give it a small flip up. Now this is not a big heavy pompadour or anything like that, because I want to give it a bit of a swirl. And I'm going to take the side and pull it back, pull it up a little bit, and pull it to the side. Now, not too bad. If you dig this, you could stop right here. You could let a few hairs hang over, kind of give it this messy retro look. Or now we can step it in with the petroleum jelly. Take a nice glob of petroleum jelly. This is a nice way to finish it off. I've had great success with these two. This combination for this hairstyle works great. And just kind of rub it in real quick. And then restyle. Here we go. Again, same process. Flip it over, and you see how my hair is a bit longer, how it hangs over? That's about what you want. You don't want it too short, or it ain't gonna come out looking too good. You're gonna pull it down, you're gonna flip the front a little bit, and then we're just gonna pull it back. And because this is not a very extreme hairstyle, and it's not really a hardcore pompadour or anything like that, a lot of times I just take this this wooden comb that Locks sent me when I got back from Vegas, which was a nice surprise. Just do a little cleanup work with it. Like so. And as you can see, it has a bit of a swirl pattern on the top here. It's very clean, it's very neat, it's very retro. And voila, it's done. See how simple, see how easy that is? By the way, this is a very good hairstyle for, again, those that you might have a career, profession where it doesn't allow you to have the extreme, crazy looking hair. Maybe you work with the public, maybe you're in law enforcement, a firefighter, in the military. We have a lot of those, a lot of cats in the military, a lot of cats that are, first responders. And they've got to keep a clean, kind of neat look while they're on the job, but they still want to have that retro hairstyle. Nothing wrong with that. Also, this kind of a hairstyle comes in great during the summer. When it's hot outside, you don't want this big old piled up greasy hairstyle, and you might want something a little bit cooler, a little bit nicer for the summertime. Well, there you go. And guess what? It's going to hold this position. Maybe you just got to clean it up a little bit here and there. Voila. Old school greaser cool. You got to love it. Anyway, before I let you go, if you want to check out anything by Locks, such as their Battle Wax or their Wild Hunt, or maybe you just want to pick up one of these really cool nifty combs, the way you can do that is go ahead and click on the link below and type in the promo code MADMAN10 to save 10% off of any purchase you make on the site. Again, like I've stated in my reviews, if you haven't seen these reviews, go check them out. They're on the channel. Locks is a great pomade company. Very fresh, clean, a lot different than your commercialized Murray's and Dax and stuff like I grew up using. So it's got a very different approach to it, and it's a lot nicer and a lot easier to deal with, especially during the summer, guys. So that's all I got for you on this one. If you don't know, get a clue, get a brew, get a rock and roll tattoo. Hang loose and be safe. The Madman is out. What do you want from me, huh?